Rating a left wing and midfielder's highlight video. For starters, this is way too much information. As you can see, you'd have to pause and read about 10 minutes worth of information. You really don't need this. The experience and my impact you can put in an email, the about me as well. The phone and contact information for yourself or even coaches would go at the end of the video. And you need this information, the player profile, to be a lot bigger so we can actually see it clearly. Picture, I don't know who you are, so make sure it's a picture where you are clearly visible. As much as that was a banger, you can't have a training video as your first clip. Make sure that your first clip is an in-game video and make it like a goal like that be a pretty good goal. Preferably the music is also instrumental, not something with vocals, just because vocals can be a little distracting. It's a good player profile. Make sure that it is a clear pause, which it was there, so that's really good. And see, that is a perfect clip to have as the first clip because it was such a good goal. Something I've realized is that you don't zoom in enough. As you can see, there's little black edges around. Make sure that you're zooming in to make sure that the football is covering the whole screen and that you're also clearly visible to the person watching. Because this goal happens off camera, I recommend you just don't put it in the video. Having this at the bottom is probably not the best thing just because you're relying on someone to trust what happens, because realistically, I could also, put something that goes off screen and say, oh, scored from halfway. I know obviously you're not lying, you're telling the truth, but it's just best to show you actually scoring instead of just saying that you scored and you can't even see the goal. This is also a perfect example of how you have to zoom in. See, we don't want to be seeing all this black, and you're also really far away. So I have to squint my eyes and try and see who you are. And I know obviously there's a circle, but make sure you're zooming in. Make sure that when you're doing those types of clips, you actually show the full pass, not just you passing the ball and not knowing if the other person receives it. Here you score a perfectly good goal, but it is after that clip that we just showed. Make sure that this clip is in front because not only was it a good goal, but it's also just a better video in general to show the coach. Make sure all your clips add value. As you see, this clip didn't really add any value because it was just you getting slide tackled. This is fine to have at the end of your video. Just make sure it's a little more concise and simpler. A lot of this information, once again, can go in the body of the email, not exactly the highlight video, but the contact information is good.